Lowrider Magazine in Japan.
Lowriders hit Miami, Florida.
Lowriders in Hawaii.
Today, lowriders took over the Houston Astrodome.
Lowriders introduced in Europe and Australia.
Thousands of people turned out today to admire, but not necessarily buy, the 600 cars on exhibit at the sports arena. That is because the cars were a special breed, lowriders, sponsored by, who else? Lowrider Magazine.
It has been converted in a Chicano art form. From California's big city, Cristina Gonzalez presents the super show from the so-called lowriders.
Exactamente, ¿qué es un lowrider?
Channel 5 News Team.
And there were a lot of lowriders hoping to be winners at the car hopping world championships here in Los Angeles today. Lowriders from around the country gathered at the sports arena for this special day, billed as the world's largest lowrider custom car and truck event.
Hey, lowrider fans, check it out! Is this cool or what? Here I am again at the conclusion of the biggest ever tour for the 1994 Lowrider Tour. Check it! Yeah, I know I always say it's the biggest and baddest tour, but it's true. Ever since the 1989 three-city tour, they keep adding more and more states and towns to every subsequent tour after that. So you keep an eye out because they're going to get bigger and badder.
And the Lowrider World Tour was no exception either. This year, we revisited Houston and added Miami and Honolulu to the tour to bring the Florida and Hawaii lowriders into the spotlight.
Later in this video, we'll take you to these new focal points in lowriding. Miami and Honolulu, I'm sure you'll agree, got the deserved attention from Lowrider Magazine. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm actually surrounded by 600 of the best show vehicles shining immaculately, ready to duke it out over the numerous prizes. I don't know, though, I think mine needs a paint job. What do you think? I call it, stony. The Super Show is the end of a long, hard road for many of the most serious lowriders. But now, let's recap on some of the vehicles that qualified for the most prestigious prize of Lowrider Car of the Year.
To qualify for the coveted Lowrider of the Year titles, a contestant first has to place in a sweepstakes at a Lowrider Magazine sanctioned event, then compete at the LA Super Show. At the kickoff of the World Tour in Sacramento on April 10th, the previous year's world champion, Loco 64, owned by George Torres, quickly requalified by winning the sweepstakes, beating B. Kumar's Mission Impossible and Manuel Corbala's Strictly Business.
In Phoenix, Arizona, the two-time Lowrider of the Year, Loco 64, took first again, edging out Strictly Business of Northern California, while Twilight Zone of East LA took third in the Grand Canyon State.
Next, in San Diego, rumors of a super caddy became reality when Raul Guzman displayed his '82 Coupe de Ville, crystal blue persuasion, and captured the San Diego sweepstakes, joining the top contenders for the Lowrider Car of the Year title.
The next stop of the tour was Houston, Texas on June 12th, where we saw George Loco 64, Torres' cruising partner Ruben Cadena, take back the Texas sweepstakes to Salinas, California. Ruben took some clues from his world-famous car club member and built a winning, fully customized candy red and blue Impala.
Yeah, my car's a 1964 Impala Super Sport. I've been working on it for the past 2 to 3 years. I've owned it for over 8, but actually doing for the past 2 or 3, I changed the motor, put a engine swap to a 350 turbo, took out the original motor, put a high performance engine, cam, pistons in it, rebuilt the tranny, put a 350 turbo, took out the power glide, just put different gears in the rear end. I've done candy paint jobs, lifted it, put hydraulics on it, really did a lot of chrome and gold. Still plan on doing a lot more to it, but I consider this one of my weekend cars. I like to take it out on the weekends and drive around, do a lot of things, and I've helped out George Torres, Loco 64 Torres, work on his, and that's one of the reasons why I came to the Houston show, because he offered so we'd want to go and come show it, and I go, yeah, I plan on doing it, so here I am.
At Miami's first Lowrider Magazine sanctioned event, the car sweepstakes went to Joey Amador's Burgundy '83 Cadillac.
Just a week later, the Lowrider Tour rolled back from the East Coast to the more familiar Aztlán state of Colorado. In the Mile High City, a record-breaking 11,000 fans witnessed John Ponce's '79 Pontiac Bonneville all-night thing from San Jose take back the sweepstakes trophy and a $1,000 cash prize to California.
Another first event came up on the Lowrider calendar on August 14th, when the tour stopped at Honolulu's Aloha Stadium. There, Jason Ohiho's '88 Honda Illusion of a Grandeur took first place honors.
Lowrider Magazine #1 in Hawaii.
A constant rumor floated through the grapevine throughout the year. focused on a new radical lifestyle showstopper by club president Joe Ray. Joe, the builder of such legendary vehicles as Dressed to Kill and the Hollywood Lincoln, rightly deserved the attention of the lowrider community.
I redid it, and hopefully in about 3 more months it'll be finished. And that has like almost like the theme of Hollywood. It's towards Las Vegas. It has a casino inside, and it's all chrome. It has all the tricks.
2 years after Anjanette's interview with Joe Ray, the rumor finally became reality when Lifestyle Car Club revealed their new big gun, the Las Vegas car. Joe and his crew had to drive over 1,000 miles to Big D, Dallas, Texas. This was their last chance to qualify for the Lowrider of the Year title. They had to make it or lose another year. And qualify they did. In short, they came, they saw, they won.
This car's almost taken me about 6 years. Quality is time, you know, and there's nothing you can do about that. Money cannot buy that. The building on the car would have taken me at least 12 to 15 years without the car club. Like my Riviera, it took me 5 years to build back then. That generation, well, this generation followed it and they helped me also. I can come up with my ideas, they have their ideas, and we all compromise. There's a fine line on that plaque in this club for almost 20 years now, and we have our certain tastes. We believe we try to set the trends. We don't believe we're the trendsetters. We're not like that. We're not arrogant. But we are into quality. We are into time. The muralist, he winds up getting in our car club. See, because it's a whole family function. There's about 20 members that'll go on this one house and the car's being done there. And he was just overwhelmed by everybody, you know, the way we are and how we are, our standards are. So he winds up getting in the club. He redoes the murals twice because he's better as he goes on. And it's basically, I just told him that I want the top of the line casinos. There's about 100 of them in Vegas, and that's what basically he goes by. But these ideas you just kick around, whether you're driving a truck through the freeways in LA and they're constantly going over and over in your mind. Should I put the dashboard, the 21 table in the back? Should I put it here? You know, you should have slot machines. You can't have the new ones. The old ones are more authentic looking. They're more expensive. So you just flip it around. In 5-6 years, and all your friends helping you, you can put this whole puzzle together. The steering wheel going over to the right side is basically it's just one of the smaller stories of the whole book on building this car. It just happens one night we open up a toolbox, kick things around. Everybody's always coming up with ideas. Let's try this, let's try that. You hear the next rumor of the next car that's gonna come out. Well, let's do that, that's top, we could do this. And it's basically, you open up a toolbox and you open up a case of beer. The music is always nice and loud, and it always comes from England, be it Led Zeppelin or Pink Floyd. So we joke and so on, we put the steering wheel on the other side like they do. That's extra points, let's try it. After about 4 or 5 beers, a couple tools, we started something that became pretty much a project that we had to lay off of, come back to, start studying up on Jaguars and things like that, and finally we completed it. I think the way things are right now, with this car taking this long, I don't think anybody's gonna go to Las Vegas for a long time in this club. They're fed up with it already.
After Joe qualified in Dallas, the race was on. Every lowrider fan wanted to see the outcome of the big duel between newcomer Las Vegas of East LA and reigning champion Loco 64 of Northern California.
We will reveal the grand winner's identity later in this video.
And those were only the cars. Now we're gonna go see the most prestigious Truck of the Year category. And these were the contestants.
In Sacramento, Kenny Gonzalez qualified his awesome full-size Chevy pickup, Punch 84. In Phoenix, Punch 84 took the 6-foot trophy and the $1,000 cash money again.
In Houston, Bro Ed Rodriguez defended the Texas Lowriders' honor by keeping the Truck Sweepstakes trophy in the Lone Star State with his 51 blue and silver Chevy from Brownfield, Texas.
A few weeks later in Denver, Colorado, Bro Ed drove his 51 from Brownfield to take home some more cash and the Rocky Mountains Truck Sweepstakes back to Texas to the dismay of the Colorado Lowriders.
At the second Texas Super Show in Dallas, Bro Ed's truck Troquita Tejana took first for the 3rd time on the tour. Wrapped with Envy exhibited on the sidelines in 1994 because it had already collected the maximum allowed 3 Lowrider Truck of the Year titles.
The truck sweepstakes duel was set between Punch 84 of California and Troquita Tejana of Texas, provided that Bro Ed would enter as 51 in the truck race, since it also qualifies as a bomb. Look for the showdown later in the program.
Just imagine going down a bumpy country road, and that's about what it feels like. For a girl, it's kind of painful about it.
At the '94 World Tour's Truck Hop competition, the lines were firmly drawn between the street and the radical classes.
The establishment of the two classes created a fair playing field for those who believe in the traditional hydraulics power-based setups. On the other hand, the very popular counterweight balanced radical hoppers got their own class too.
In the street class category, we saw the Staten team's big comeback. Stanley P. Staten Sr. and Jr. from Lexington, Kentucky has been active in the hydraulics scene since Sr. installed his first setup in 1977. That was a long time ago, in the heydays of the traditional lowriders, back in the OG days when full-size American cars ruled the boulevards. By 1989, the Statons started competing in their neck of the woods with the legendary car hopper Ragtop Ralph's Old 63. Then, in 1991, they built their first mini-truck, an '89 Mazda that set a world record of 32 inches in Houston, when many hoppers thought no truck would ever hop more than 30 inches, Stan Jr. recalled. Then, they built the '87 Mazda, which took the street class truck hop world champion title with 38 inches at the Super Show. And this is no trailer truck either. We drove this truck 2,250 miles one way to compete, Stan said. That's 48 hours of straight time in a mini truck. We build our cars and our customers' cars to be dependable as well as perform. A new truck is also being built for the next season. It will be an all-show competition hopper. And according to Stan, it's pretty safe to say no one will be able to touch it. Maybe the radical record will be broken by a street class truck hopper. The radical truck hop world champion Gomez brothers are no newcomers to the sport either. In 1992, we saw a new world record set in truck hopping when Augie and Raul Gomez hit 36 inches with their single-pump '79 Ford Courier at LRM's Pomona Fiesta Tour show, and they've been setting records ever since. In 1993, the brothers set another world record with the same truck sporting a stacked battery rack in the bed. After that, the LRM Rules Committee created a new radical truck class for trucks with similar setups. So, in 1994, the truck broke out in Sacramento with no changes other than a rebuilt battery rack, completed at the motel the night before the show, and hit 72 inches, a new world record. The truck continued breaking its own record throughout the year until finally hitting 80 big inches at the Super Show, another world record. A lowrider show revolves around cars, but it is also a great fiesta. The various vendors and sponsors always try to attract as many spectators as they possibly can. Most of them did a pretty good job throughout the World Tour. The Skull Bandit crew had a winning combination on their hands. They combined super attractive models with the hype of the first Soccer World Cup in the U.S. In Sacramento, our former LRM cover girl, Leticia Loya, grabbed the mic to bring you more details about the idea, not knowing what she was getting into.
But why are they getting dunked with soccer balls?
Well, basically what we did is we're trying to capitalize on the World Cup and just the excitement of soccer and the Latin community, and that's what we're doing. So we're getting them wet and they're pretty cold, but they're enjoying it.
It's a pretty cute idea, I think. But anyway, so do they get dunked easier, by the way?
Easier
Instead of softballs?
Instead of softballs? Depends. Some of these guys are good and some of these guys are bad. So,
just depends on who's been playing soccer and who's been playing softball.
Right. Some are soccer players and some are softball players. But I think that she should give it a try. What do you guys think?
No.
I think she should kick or she should be dunked. What do you guys think? She's going to kick now. She's going to definitely kick it now.
I'm going to give it a good try. Let's see what I can do.
It's amazing what a lowrider cover girl can do.
So I just dunked you. What do you think about that?
I mean, it's great. It's so much fun. You did a great job.
Cool. Is the water cold, by the way?
It's freezing.
I think I could tell she's got a little more goosebumps than the rest of us. I don't know.
LRM Magazine's #1. Hey, we're here with Rick, Big Ed, and Ryan down here. I don't know if you see him down there, but we're here with Aladdin, which is Rick's car here, and this is the first year that it's busted out, I hear.
Yes, ma'am, it is. It took me 5 years to build this car and making it a lot of time, a lot of money involved here. But finally, I put myself together with the help of my wife pushing me, and sure enough, it got it done, got it here.
Wow, well, it looks great. And I hear that Big Ed here designed it and did all the painting and the custom job and everything. How long did it take you to come up with the idea?
Well, Rick gave me all the time I needed. So that's always good when the customer allows you to flow with your imagination, with the time it takes. Fine wine takes time, and you can see with this that it truly is. The time was given and the wine is here.
I guess, yeah. And what kind of prize are you going for today?
Well, I guess you put me in a full custom category, so that's a tough one, but all we can do is keep our fingers crossed and see what we do.
Hey, well, it's looking good. It certainly has the potential to get there. Hey, I wanted to know, do you see yourself being like the #1 in lifestyle later on in the future?
Well, the way I look at it is we're all #1, and we have the lifestyle plaque in our back window, then we're all pretty much #1. As far as myself, like I said, I go with the club, and when one car wins, we all win. That's the way I look at it.
All right. How long have you been with this car club?
15 years.
Beautiful, isn't it? And he's only begun. Well, fasten your seatbelts now because we're going to go check out the best of the Hawaiian lowriders.
Aloha to all lowrider enthusiasts worldwide. A mighty wave of custom lowriders hit the island shores of Honolulu, Hawaii on August 14th this summer, pushed by the surge of the island's first official lowrider car show held on the football field inside Aloha Stadium.
Lowrider Magazine, Go Low Entertainment, Crown Wire Wheel, Acoustic, and the Honolulu Stereo Club proudly sponsored Hawaii's first ever custom lowrider show featuring traditional cars, tricked out Euros, bombs, lowrider bikes, and a long line of hardcore hydro heads pitted in a fierce window-breaking, frame-tweaking battle. Aloha Stadium is also the site of the NFL Pro Bowl, and to protect the stadium's valuable turf, large rolls of heavy tarp and 4 sheets of plywood for each car were laid over the entire field. The Go-Low crew, with a hand from the stadium boys, worked into the night before the morning tropical sunshine on more than 300 Hawaiian Euros, killer mini-trucks, bombs, and other traditional low-riding masterpieces. At high noon, the gates opened, the show started, and the mental mechanics of the hydraulic battle began. The stadium's darkened hallway was lined to the limit with hydraulic competitors. The pit was full of hoppers and bed dancers, and the car dancers came in force, doing numerous airborne, 4-wheel grass hopping. The leadoff contestant was street bed dancer Eddie Latin, whose fast action moves drew proud approval when he broke his cab window with the corner of his 3-stage rack. Truck hopper Peter Martinez jumped the highest with a stick measurement of 30 inches. Many cart dancers hit hard switches and turned their cars around a full 360 degrees with serious front and back seesaw action.
Sailing from California in a steel container were Red's Ultra Trick Redosaurus Hopper and Group Car Club San Diego owned Wrapped with Envy. The truck was mounted on jack stands under a big top tent and received lots of compliments and photos. Thump Records splashed the crowd of 7,000 Hawaiian lowrider fans with fresh music from veteran artists. Master rhymer Kid Frost teamed up with the homeboy ALT to tell some fearsome tales through the mic.
A little miss named JV aroused the gente with clever, flowing raps from her newly released album, Neighborhood Queen. The hardest body of all belonged to bikini contestant Dee Harnagin, who gracefully posed with many of the best lowriders the state had to offer. Clear skies brightened the day and raised the temperature on the field, but it also shined wonderfully on Hawaii's best rides. Some real eye-catchers belonged to Jason Uho, Marshall Lunn, and Ron Dalmasio. Jason's '88 Honda, Illusion of Grandeur, featured removable front fenders and hood, which exposed his fabulously detailed work and won him the sweepstakes first-place trophy. A close second was Marshall Lund's Candy 85 Jetta Volkswagen named Critical Condition, and claiming third place was Ron Dalmacio for his full custom tricked out 90 5.0 Ford Mustang, LRM's cover car for September 1994, which drew some E's and R's.
Lowrider #1 in Hawaii.
Lowriders magazine is #1 in Honolulu.
Lowriders #1 in Honolulu. Yeah!
The truck sweepstakes went to Melvin Bala from Eminence Car Club and his fully customized 88 Mazda Mini. The best bomb decidedly went to Ron Silva and his Pearl Lavender 50 Mercury two-door hardtop, which was parked among a few other local bad bombs.
My name is Ron Silva, a member of the Hawaii Street Rods. This is my 1950 Mercury we're looking at here. It was purchased about 5 years ago, brought in from Colorado with approximately 5 other Mercuries, 3 of which belong to Hawaii Street Rod members. The car was primered. It wasn't detailed the way it is today. It was painted locally by Donald Frost. It's got a 455 1972 Pontiac engine in it, detailed by myself in my garage. It's lowered about 6 inches, got a 54 Chevrolet grill on it, tuck and roll Naugahyde upholstery. It's a pure 50s custom with a louvered hood, dummy spotlights, lake pipes, fender skirts. It's an old nostalgia rod. There's quite a few street rods and customs here in Hawaii, and we have an event once a month at local drive-ins. We try to get together Sundays, cruise the islands, or just cruising Waikiki or whatever. It's a great hobby here in Hawaii. We always have beautiful weather for cruising, and we're glad to be a participant here of this first annual Lowrider show here in Aloha Stadium.
Hawaiian fans can hang 10 in celebration of a highly successful super show that will surely sail into the Seven Islands state in '95. Hawaii is full of talent for building exciting cars. The great music on the stage left everyone knowing the quality of a first-class Go-Low concert. Even though thousands of miles of Pacific Ocean separates Hawaiian grass skirts from East LA Zoot Suits, our lowrider lifestyle and our customized dream connect us in a shared vision of true happiness.
Back on the mainland, the tour was just as successful as in Hawaii, every step of the way. In Phoenix, Arizona, a long line of lowrider custom cars and trucks waited to enter the prestigious Phoenix Veterans Memorial Coliseum on April 24th. Although the state police and the Department of Public Services did not live up to the expectations when they searched everybody beyond embarrassment, the Go-Low staff came through again, moving in and positioning more than 320 vehicles by the start of the show.
Lowrider magazine publisher Alberto Lopez could be seen giving a helping hand to the Go-Low crew and sponsors alike. He nearly got crushed by an exceptionally large can of Budweiser, but his spirit remained unbroken when he reappeared and stated,
"I want to be your bud."
Now that's what we call a commitment. Other sponsors and vendors were also busy setting up their tents, props, or what have you. A few of them enlisted the help of beautiful models and fast-talking pitchmen to draw audiences. Our camera even found the one and only spokesman of the show.
How you doing? I'm Tim Holter, spokesman for Color Spoke Incorporated. I'd just like to tell you why you need Color Spoke. It's so easy. You can install it in just a few hours. There's no need for any disassembly. Polypropylene sleeve that fits right over the wheel. There's a seam down the back of the sleeve, so you can just pop it right on over your spoke. No need for any disassembly, as I said. I've got 12 colors. That's a group of colors. It's so easy to install. You just pop it right on. Your spokes aren't going to chip on you either.
The single-minded goal in the single-pump car hopping competition is to get those front tires higher and higher and higher.
And so they did. In the single pump category, the tour started strong at the first show in Sacramento. There, the Gomez brothers set a new unofficial world record of 40 inches. Because this was the first show of the tour, the judges allowed the brothers from Oxnard to compete with the reinforced trailing arms, but would not register their hop as an official record.
After the Sacramento kickoff, the judges stuck to their guns and allowed no more exceptions to the new rules. In San Diego, Arturo Nunez of New Illusions Car Club from Calexico, California, took first place by hitting 34 inches with his 63 Chevy.
At Miami's first annual show, the crowd's excitement was overwhelming. The East Coast fans showed the lowrider world how to have fun Florida style. They went wild when Julio Mendez grabbed first place with a 19-inch lead.
At the Texas Super Show, Juan Morales thrilled the crowd with a 27-inch hop, winning first place. At the last and most important stop of the tour in Los Angeles, the first place went to Henry T. Indio Villagrana.
The second year in a row that Indio of Santa Ana, California has won at the LA Super Show finale. With former world champion Gary May at the stick, Indio achieved his goal with a 64 Impala 7-up when it hit 38 inches, breaking the longest standing world record in hopping history. Gary May's 36-inch hop at the 1990 Tulare show. It took over 4 years, but sooner or later, it had to happen. "I'm happy for Indio," Gary May said. "He worked hard to be number one." Indio proved that a hopper setup does not have to be exotic to be hot. His includes a single Reds Pro Series pump with number 6 gears, aluminum block, and a Dell square dump. Number 8 high-volume pressure hoses, 8-inch cylinders front and back, Reds 3-ton coils, 8 Trojan 31 series batteries, 4 solenoids, and 3 switches. A winning combination.
Check it! Double the pumps, double the fun!
The double, or multi-pump car hop competition, became the story of a fierce battle between the Gomez brothers of Oxnard, California, sponsored by J&J Hydraulics, and former world champion hopper Raul Rodriguez of San Diego, backed by the mighty Reds Hydraulics.
At the Sacramento and Phoenix shows, the Gomez brothers entered their 6-tray 63 Chevy Bel Air as a single pump hopper, but in Phoenix, the judges disqualified it for reinforced trailing arm. The brothers got mad and hastily took a pump out of their Mercedes. They installed the extra pump in their Bel Air and went on to win the double pump competition with 43 inches.
Next, in San Diego, the Gomez brothers were better prepared, electing to compete as a double pumper from the start. The J&J Monster Hopper bounced up to the 52-inch mark, while Raul Rodriguez's Terminator 2 hit 62 inches, winning that event. The Gomez brothers protested, claiming that Raul's vehicle violated the 1994 hopping rules. In Miami, the Cuban switchman, Frank Catalero, hit a very respectable 44 inches with his white 1960 Impala to establish himself as the prime hopper on the East Coast.
In Houston, Terminator 2 took first place with 55 inches, while the LRM Rules Committee has decided to appoint a qualified impartial arbitrator to make the final determination on the legality of the two feuding double pumpers.
At the final matchup in Los Angeles, the judges disqualified Terminator 2, renamed the Taxi, for using illegally heavy rack materials in the trunk. Raul still came out for the audience and lifted the Taxi's front tires to the 64-inch mark, but his hop counted as an exhibition only.
The world champion title went to the perfectly legal 63 Bel Air 6-tray owned by Raul and Augie Gomez. Their 50-inch hop was a great achievement on the 40 by 48-foot ring of steel, constructed exclusively for this event.
Let's give him a round of applause. JJ got 50!
We're here with Buck, one of the judges for the Lowrider Magazine. Buck, how are you doing, and how long have you been with Lowrider Magazine?
I've been doing shows about 5 years for Lowrider Magazine. Even been to Tokyo. We've had a good time, and the quality of the vehicles have really improved over the years.
Okay, and what do you look for when you judge these cars? I mean, what detail? Could you give us a description of exactly what you look for?
Sure, I'll be glad to. We have a number of different categories, starting off with the body modifications, and that includes also the finish of the work being done. The paint, the engine, undercarriage, the plating, the interior, the sound system, the hydraulics, whether lifted front and rear on a trucks, and for instance on a truck if the bed's just lifted or if it's a totally lifted front and rear, type of wheels and glass, and also the display. All these areas we look at, and we point them according to their finish and their design and how well it's done.
And you say, Buck, you've been with Lowrider Magazine for many years. What are some of the new trends or styles you've seen start from, the older cars to even the newer cars? Come on.
Well, I think throughout the years we've generated a lot of interest with our younger generation, so neon and strobes have placed a lot of importance on their displays and also on their cars. Totally finished undercarriages, a lot of molding, gorgeous painted vehicles. They've really gone into a lot of detail and used a lot of different varieties of paint. Your candies, flip-flop, pearls, a lot of murals, really of excellent quality. They really finish their cars nice.
Buck, is it getting harder to judge the cars because of the competition, you know, overall competitiveness, because all the cars, they're looking nicer and nicer each year?
Every year it gets harder because the quality of the vehicles have improved. The competitors are far more competitive than they used to be. They completely finish their cars, where before a lot of times they wouldn't detail out their door jambs on paint jobs. Now everything is done extremely nice.
And plus you see so many things that they add to their car. Do you have to add new categories, like new points for this and stuff like that?
Especially, oh yes we do, and especially if we have some of the fellas put televisions. They've got everything from bars to chandeliers to bubblers, so they're really fantasy vehicles in a way as well.
Now how do you, when you have two cars that are running for the same category, let's say one has a television and one doesn't, does that one car get more points because of the television?
Yes, under extras, and he does receive more points because he has to incorporate that into his dash, or as in the case of a mini truck, into his bed. So it does take more work, so he does receive more points for it.
Right, so the hard work all does pay off for somebody who does do that.
Exactly.
All right, thanks again, Buck.
You're welcome.
Okay, we're here Saturday also with the model cars here, and we're with Manuel here. Manuel, and how are you doing today?
Great, I'm doing great.
And who's this right next to you?
My son.
Jr. Okay, Manuel Jr. Is there an advantage to cleaning the cars, the smaller ones, to the bigger cars? Does it take less time? Is it less work?
It all depends on the type of paint you use. There's a lot of problems like static electricity that we have to deal with constantly.
You mean the static electricity has an effect on the cars? You mean
Correct.
as far as when you're painting them or cleaning them or everything?
Both.
What happens if it does get involved?
It becomes very complicated in painting them because the model kits are designed with polystyrene plastic. And that creates a problem in cleaning and maintaining them as well.
Right. And is that a different kind of paint that they use on the regular big cars?
Correct, yes it is.
Right. How long does it take you to put together a car, such as, you know, maybe this yellow one right here?
Approximately about 300 hours.
300 hours, and what does that transfer into, maybe weeks, months, or?
Anywhere between, depends on the time I have, but basically between weeks and months.
Great. And does it cost a lot of money? I mean, I'm sure it's not as much as the bigger cars, but...
No, not that much. I do have to shop around for parts, and a lot of it's imagination. Some of it's been handmade.
Right.
But compared to the real cars, no.
Yeah. Okay, we're here with Noah, and we're setting up on Saturday afternoon. Noah, tell me, have you been here long?
All day and last night.
We remember you from Lowrider 3. Can you tell us about your experience?
Oh, it was a nice experience, and we just tried to make the car better every time.
Is this the same car that we saw in the Lowrider 3 magazine video?
The exact same car, with a lot of other different things, that's all.
Can you tell us what you did to the car that might be different and also be a contender for this year's show?
Well, we repainted the whole car, we re-chromed part of the undercarriage, and we also did more chroming. You know, on the front, the outside, we redid the upholstery. We got a couple fish tanks inside.
Do you think the judges will take a look at that and say, hey, this car looks better than it ever looked before, and maybe give you some better points on it?
There's a possibility.
So, Mike, do you think this is the year for lifestyle?
Well, like we said before, we're in the building stage and everything, and like I told them, finally the cars are all coming out, and to some people they say this is the year of lifestyle, and it might be, but we still got a lot more cars and a lot more to prove, you know. Everybody out there, that lifestyle is back, you know.
Yeah, and speaking of a lot of cars and a lot of prestige here, I hear that the 1992 Osaka winners, there's a Japanese car that came from Japan, came all the way from Japan to the United States to be in lifestyle. Are you telling me that lifestyle is so prestigious that somebody would move to the United States to be in your car club?
If you want to join Lifestyle, fly Lifestyle Black, you'll have to bring the car back. So for a while, people were kind of skeptical about that, you know, that he's actually going to bring the car back. And he did. He brought the car back. The car had a little bit of flaw because it got a little scratch on it. And he just decided to go redo the whole car for this show, you know. And he just came out with it. And like we told him, the only way you can fly up black here is Joy and Lifestyle in San Jose, because there's no chapters, you know.
Well, there you go. Now pack your sunblock and your umbrellas because word has it, we're on our way to Miami, Florida.
Lowrider Magazine and Go Low Entertainment cruised into Miami, Florida, the party city by the Atlantic, for Miami's first official lowrider show.
The humidity had no effect on the die-hard lowriders and determined hydraulic switchmasters bent on breaking some records. If you've ever wondered what Miami is like during a car show, we found out during the weekend of July 10th, 1994.
Lower than an alligator's belly is pretty low, but that's the way the East Coast likes it. It was all eye-popping show cars such as traditionals, bombs, Euros, mini trucks, and a battle in the hydraulic pit, with plenty of enthused spectators checking out the Reds' sponsored hydraulic contest that popped everyone's eyes even more.
When the show staffers weren't chasing swamp gators, they were busy tending to Saturday's move-in, which was slow. But the word was that many lowriders were on the long drive down to Miami.
Getting caught in a tropical storm was what happened to the Golo staff and Derek Jagaru's Wrapped with Envy crew, which left California on July 4th and arrived 5 days later, narrowly escaping the raging Hurricane Alberto, not to be confused with the raging publisher, Alberto Lopez. Derek and his posse racked up some serious mileage on their U-Haul truck this year. Upon arrival to the show location, the crew immediately got busy staking out a central position and setting up their elaborate display. They had to overcome the Florida heat and humidity, but the road crew's experience helped them to finish setting up the 3-times world champion truck with time to spare before a show start.
We saw Wrapped with Envy shining and attracting admirers at every major stop of the world tour, from as far west as Hawaii to as far east as Florida. By the time the truck world champion was in its full show condition, the majority of the Florida and other southern eastern lowriders were lining up in front of the Expo Fairground gates to gain entry.
With so many high-quality rides showing up, the show judges had their hands full. But even before the official judges had a chance to start up on their score sheets, we saw some of the vehicles being scrutinized, evaluated, and closely inspected by the most important critics of all, the fine Florida ladies.
Okay, what do I think about guys with lowrider cars? I think they are very hot. Me, I will not go out with a guy unless he has a very nice car, so. It's the truth. Watch, come here, follow me. Okay, young lady, would you go out with a guy with a nice car or with an ugly car?
With a nice car.
Okay, see? It's true. Wait, come here. Young ladies, you being this guy's good friend, do you like guys with nice cars or bad cars?
Nice.
It's been said here at the Lowrider Show, you have to have a nice car, so.
So, let's see some of them.
Okay, well, I came here from New York, and it took me about 23 hours, about 1,400 miles, came here to Miami to come see the show. I heard it's supposed to be a big show, and came to see what it's all about. Basically, I built this truck from scratch. It was a 91 S10. It was wrecked, so I figured instead of doing a lot of work, I just threw on a body kit, and it took me about a year to build. I did a lot of modifications, custom paint, put a hydraulic bed, interior. Most of the work I've done myself, and this is my first show. I'm taking it to.
Lowrider Magazine is number one.
I think it's really great that they got some lowriding finally in Miami.
Lowrider Magazine is number one.
The whole lowrider movement here in Miami is growing day by day tremendously. In the streets, there's shows almost every day, weekends, the cruising through the Grove and all kind of stuff like that.
And one of the major forces behind the tremendous growth of lowriding in Miami is arguably Reds of Florida. This year they brought to the show a skeleton car dancer, an undercarriage lifted all around with totally exposed batteries, racks, pumps, pressure hoses, solenoids, and good advice on hand for those who visited their booth.
The hydraulic arena was hotter in Miami than at any other event on this tour, short of LA. The crowd demanded more, higher, and better. Jorge Crazy Perez's dancing Blazer kicked its booty so high that he could have won the truck hop even if they measured it at the rear tires.
Frank Corello not only won the double pump with 44 inches, driving the crowd into ecstasy, but also proved his all-around hydraulic know-how by sending his '79 Buick rocketing into the air at the car dancing competition. A great 39-point performance.
Another local dude, Tom Hot Dog Holzhauser from Hollywood, Florida, had perfect switch control when he showed off his car dancing talent, earning 33 points from the 4 judges, while pitching our cameraman to the arena's fence.
David Zacker's '88 Buick from Miami got plenty of tropical air and 30 points from the judges. Joe drove down his Mazda mini truck all the way from New York City to prove that the Big Apple also has the right stuff for a future lowrider show. Unfortunately, his truck did not make the required 90 seconds to qualify for points, and on top of all that, he had to go back to New York on 3 wheels.
All in all, the first East Coast LRM show went down in history as a big success, and we look forward to many exciting returns.
Before we leave the East Coast, we would like to congratulate to Best Bomb winner Chris Hardister for the outstanding work done on his multicolored 53 Bel Air, complete with hydraulic system. Also, we shouldn't forget the fine Florida girls who helped the lowrider photographer Nathan Trujillo in his much-envied work. We leave you with the biggest star of the show, who turned out to be not a Florida lady, but a Georgia peach beauty, Kim Hitchcock, who easily won the hot legs, booty, and bikini contests, along with a lot of Florida dudes' hearts. Everywhere she went, the cameras just wouldn't stop clicking, flashing, and winding.
The quest for more and more spectacular stunts involving hydraulic-laden vehicles led to the creation of the Radical Class Hoppers.
These radicals have been around for a long time. If you recall, Redosaurus and later Redosaurus DOS, both built by Red's Hydraulics of Long Beach, California. These monster hoppers were always big crowd pleasers, even when the beast couldn't raise its golden head at the LA Super Show this year.
First time in history, Redosaurus just couldn't get it up.
In Dallas, we also saw LM Custom Super Deuce Hopper clearing the 7-foot mark. This Whiteosaurus, to stick with the Jurassic Park theme, is one of the latest additions to the ever-growing rank of radical, all-out everything-goes exhibition hoppers, popping up on various lowrider shows.
As we know, Stillman and Andy's Hydraulics built the first Radical hoppers in the late 1970s. We dug up this footage in our film archives of Old Man Frank and his Mad Hopper from Frogtown from that era. Notice the 4x4 used to measure the hop.
We do suspect excessive use of counterweight in the trunk of this hopper, since 5 heavyweight lowriders had difficulties to pull the front back down to the floor. Somewhat different and truly amazing was National Machine Hydraulics, better known as Pro Hopper's exhibition hopper named Flipper. It will be hard for anybody to outdo this hydraulic wonder, short of launching it to space.
And for these guys, the sky is limit. I just want to ask you guys one question, all right? It's not too much to ask, but what's your favorite beer, really?
Budweiser.
I bet. Hey, I want one of those dresses. Where do you get those? If I get a dress, does that mean I'm instantly a Budweiser girl? Is that how I get a job?
I don't think
No, you're gonna have to talk to a boss. Hey, get me out!
We would wear the dress if we didn't love Budweiser.
Oh, go girl. Okay, all right.
We're here at the Thump Record booth, and with the mighty president of Thump Records, Mr. Bill Walker.
Hey, what's happening? What's going on?
Can you give me a little bit of background on Thump Records? What's the idea behind Thump Records?
All right, the idea behind Thump Records is to come out with good compilations and push Latino rappers and singers and performers.
What do you think the problem is with Latinos? I mean, I listen to Power 106 in LA, Jams 103 out here, and hey, I don't hear very many Chicanos on radio. What's the problem?
I guess because the programmers are really not hip to that type of music. They're mostly pushing black rappers and stuff.
How about, you think it might be the quality or the talent's not there, or what?
I don't think it's the quality. I think what they do is they compare it with other rappers, like black rappers or white rappers. It's a totally different style.
Well, Well, Chicanos always have had their own style. I mean, you look at the cars here, people love the cars. How come they can't get into the music?
Well, the people get in the music. It's the programmers and the music directors at the radio stations that can't get in the music.
Well, I know the Thumbreaker has been accepted pretty well. I mean, the compilations and some of the artists, Hispanic MCs, JV, she's stirring up a lot of interest. Why hasn't it been done before? Is Thumbreaker the only company that's really out there promoting Chicano talent?
Yeah, so we are. What we do is we keep pushing. Where other labels, they push it for one record and they give up. Well, we keep doing it and keep doing it.
Shirt open, navel ring showing. I'm looking pretty dope in my sneakers old school. That laces are cool. I stuff them in the side cause I hate to tie my shoes. Silver loops in my ears and one in my nose. A towel around my ankle and on my thigh a rose. Ready to go. I'm boning out the pad. Looking so damn good, but feeling so damn bad. Strolling down the street, keeping my stride. Walking with a switch, hell no, not a gangster glide. Everybody staring, checking what I'm wearing. They could think what they want, cause punk I'm not caring.
What type of car do you think makes the best lowrider?
64, 65 Chevrolet Impala. That'd be the best one that will make a lowrider.
The 64 Impala.
64 Impala. Old cars like 64 Impalas, classics. 64.
The bombitas.
64, man.
A 48 bomb. 64 Chevy Impala.
Color Supreme. A lot of people have a Color Supreme. Chevy 60s.
Any car, any kind. They're all good.
A Camaro.
They're all the same to me. They're just cars.
64 Impalas are still the most popular dream lowriders, but there probably isn't a make or model sold in the United States that hasn't been lowered.
Name's Manuel Carbala from Estilo Car Club, Merced, California. This is car nickname is Strictly Business, and it's got a metal flake paint job, multicolor. What's unique about it is the modifications. Got a custom grille, Hollywood top, shaved and molded frame, suicide hood and trunk. Now I got graphics on the undercarriage and custom rotors. That's basically it. I just enjoy showing my cars. It used to be a street custom. It took about from street to what it is now. It took about a year and a half to 2 years to do.
Lowrider Magazine is. Do it again. Lowrider Magazine is #1.
To me, what's unique about this Samurai, it's a Suzuki Samurai 87. What's unique about it is that it has a chopped bed. It's like a set up like a truck. It goes back into the side. It took about 3 months to do. Me and my father did it. It took, I'm the one that chopped it. Him and his workers did all the modifications, doing the welding, stuff like that. But everything came out pretty good. We chopped it, but we didn't know what we were really getting into until we actually, chopped it and take a look, underneath and see how everything's gonna be, put inside. But everything came out pretty good, and to me that's what's unique for this Samurai compared to other Samurais, is that it's chopped. It's set up like a truck, and it's that's something that I have. It's a good modification. The back doors are chopped right in half. I did that myself. That's another modification. The interior inside, I did all myself. It took about a good month. There's a lot of mirror cutting, and it came out pretty good. I do other interiors, but I try to do mine, really good.
My name's Jose Romero. This is my vehicle here. It's a 1958 Chevy Impala, as you can see. The colors on it is a Roman red with a white top. Basically, the car took about 5 years for myself to build without anybody's help. This was a long-time dream of mine. And here it is. Got to follow your dreams.
The Rider Magazine is #1! Woo!
The reason why I call it 24 karat gold is most of the plating I have on it, it's all dipped in actual gold. It's 24 plated. So like you see my license plates, it's just like advertisement for the car itself. It says 24 karat gold on it. It's just something to name the car. Oh, I like the tour itself. It just brings people out wanting to do it more. I waited for this show for a whole year. I really didn't enter any other shows until this show came to town.
Okay, hi, my name is Marina Martinez, and I'm here with my car, Lucky Luciano. We're from DeSoto, Texas, a little town on the outer side of Dallas County. And I've won sweepstakes from 94 and 92, and we've been in Houston, and we're glad to be here, you know.
What did you like best about the lowrider show?
The guys. The car over there, the 300ZX.
The guys.
The guys.
Like seeing the girls everywhere, you know, modeling on the cars.
The guys.
The Hispanic unity.
You never see so many Mexicans in one place being without fighting each other. The guys. The cars. The hard body contest.
All right, this is what I came for. Everybody out of my way. I want to interview some people. This is the Macho Man contest, everybody. Watch out, back off. This is my segment. This is me. This is me. Oh, yes. What's your name?
James.
James?
James.
Ooh, look at James. What's your name?
Randall.
Randall?
Randall.
Let me get in between you guys. Woo! God, look at how much meat is around me. Get out. How long does it take to look like you?
5 years.
5 years.
5 years.
Total hard workout.
Total hard workout.
Every day?
Every day.
You look good. It's worth it. How long did it take you to get in shape?
5.
5 too? What are you guys, brothers?
We work out sometimes at the same gym.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Woo, watch out. What gym is it? I just want to know, really. I'm not going to go. What gym do you...
in Venice.
Oh, in Venice? Oh, not that I'm going to go or anything, you know. What's your name?
Tom.
Tom?
Yeah, my name's Tom. Hey. What's happening?
Where do you work at Gold Scoop?
LA Fitness and Racquetball Worlds, Sequoia Athletic Clubs, and YMCA's basically.
And how long did it take for you to work out and get like this?
Been trained since 11 years old, so it's kind of hard to say. Say 3-4 years, you can do
Is
it.
this all natural, no steroids here?
Totally natural.
Natural?
Natural, baby.
Ooh, like me.
Hey. Oh my God! You got 10 seconds left. Take it off.
bed dancing. Check it. Excuse me. Stop everything. We're gonna see some bad bed dancing, like this one. He's all danced out. See the dance? Dance too much.
Truck bed dancing was better than ever this year. In the street class, Israel Garcia of Fullerton, California, has placed first at almost every show he attended, including the LA Super Show. The 24-year-old competitor is very well known in the hydraulic circuit. An active member of Desirable One's car club, Israel has been at the forefront of bed dancing with his '85 Toyota Crowd Pleaser since his first LRM championship in 1990. For the '94 World Tour, Israel came out strong with an all-new candy blue paint job by Louise, including the frame and setup, a black Phantom top, lots of gold trim, a new routine, and a strong desire to be number one. The street bed dancing title isn't all Israel won in '94. He also won the hand of his lovely new wife, Armida, and they are expecting a baby bed dancer soon. Now, Israel plans to retire, but we all hope he changes his mind. Perhaps with the increased prize money for the '95 Classic Tour, he will be able to handle it.
In the radical class, another seasoned veterano of bed dancing ruled the arena for the best part of the World Tour, 24-year-old Alan Lopez of Fremont, California.
Alan took the '93 Unity Tour off and went into rebuilding mode. His efforts paid off when at the World Tour kickoff in Sacramento, Alan unveiled his radical class Evil Bed Toyota to the amazement of the audience and the approval of the judges, who awarded him a perfect 30 points and first place. The topless tear features a multi-stage setup with an arm on the end attached to a gear-driven, bi-directional spinning bed that splits in 4 pieces. Alan has clocked the spinning bed at 54 miles per hour. It took me 3 months to design and 4 months to build. Alan, a TIG welder by trade, said, "The unique spinning bed is driven off the engine. If I want it to spin faster, I just push the gas pedal." At the LA Super Show, Alan's 28 points has been tied by the relative newcomer Salvador Munoz of San Ysidro, California. Salvador began his radical bed dancing career in 1993, finishing third with his '73 Datsun Mini Wicked Bed. He kept coming in a close second to Alan Lopez during the '94 tour until the LA Super Show, where judges gave him 28 points and a share of first place with Lopez. Sal chose to build a '73 Datsun because he had never seen one in competition. "It's a classic to me," noted the 26-year-old member of High Tech Car Club, who did much of the work himself, including the paint, body, and hydraulics. Sal looks forward to the Classic Tour and plans on competing with some new moves at every show in 1995 and holding on to his title.
It will be interesting to see the duel between these two champs in the future, since both competitors would like to have the first place trophy exclusively. Alan Lopez already tore down his truck right after the show and is rebuilding it again from scratch. "It will be a shocker," Alan told us with a smile.
On the main floor of the Los Angeles Sports Arena, the show judges had their work cut out for them, as many of the world's best lowriders were on hand to duke it out for those all-important LRM awards.
By early afternoon, thousands of people strolled up and down on the lowrider dream lanes, checking out some of the hottest custom vehicles ever created. Everybody was sharing the pride of the creators of these magnificent artifacts on wheels.
By now, the LA Sports Arena and Coliseum has become a holy shrine for lowriders of every generation, nationality, and color. A big meeting place to share the collective love and knowledge of this century's big invention, the automobile. The machine that so profoundly affected everybody's life, first in North America, then around the world.
Let's sample some of these art pieces, starting with Fernando Martinez's '79 Chevy Malibu. This bud's for you. It had been inspired by Cheech and Chong's movie Up in Smoke.
Talking about Simon Homeboy, you know I never rank. But it's a pity when you're living in the city of the wicked, where the beast always has another deadly feast. Better get ready, life's a gamble in the ghetto. You gotta commit a sin and crimes just to earn a medal. Visions of a bloody mess caress the mind of a criminal. My friends, they all become a minimal. Living day by day when I was young, always packed a gun, had them on the run. Now I realize this was my fun. Damn, things all change when you get older, but I still gotta keep on looking over my shoulder. The streets that I used to roam, no longer I consider home, but still down for the set that I grow in, but I hang alone.
In the ghetto, you gotta earn your medal. Don't press your luck, cause you're gonna get stuck. Basically, what we did to the car is that the whole undercarriage is a whole unibody. It's all pieces of metal welded together. We had to go in there, basically, and fiberglass, bondo, re-fiberglass and bondo until a whole bottom looks just uniform.
You need a can man so toast, you become a ghost. Gone with the wind once again. I smoke the man, I win. All of my battles that I get in, so fitting where you made, but I'm
the pictures, the painter calls it photo inlay. It takes about 5 hours to do each picture. There's over 150 pictures on the car. I personally bought them at bookstores, magazine racks, and all. Art Pullington, Crazy Art, was a painter of the car.
Forever. I thought I had my homies back, but those talking smack. Fuck 'em if I gotta tuck 'em, then you know it's like that.
In the ghetto, you gotta earn your medal. Don't press your luck, cause you're gonna get stuck in the middle of the game. Well, ain't that a shame? The mighty dollars taking over me, and now the streets rolling with the wicked mentality in the middle of the game.
Well, I started off with it about a year ago, and this is the way I have it up to date. Martin's Body Shop from El Paso, Texas did the suicide doors. And Joe's Custom Body Paint, who is my sponsor in El Paso. My friends from President's Car Club, they wanted me to go real radical. They want me to take the trophy home to Texas. It took me about a year and a half to do the car, and I wasted probably about $30,000 on it. And I'm about to put a blower engine on my car and maybe make the hood suicide and go pretty radical for next year's Super Show. Hopefully I'll take it this year, who knows.
The cars, I don't like the guys, I just like the cars, the rims, the hydraulics, everything. Get the guys. Bye.
All my feelings are inside. Love sensation refuse to hide. You're something special in my mind. I didn't think I'd ever find.
As the afternoon wore on, the younger crowd drifted into a party mood. Some of the freaks even came down with a definite sign of dance fever.
The huge assembly of people was ready for hot live entertainment. They couldn't have come to a better place on this lazy Sunday afternoon.
On the main stage erected inside on the Coliseum's grass, the 40,000 plus spectators enjoyed the LA Super Show afternoon concert. For 1994, we wanted a special concert to say thanks to the lowrider community for their support. LRM publisher Alberto Lopez said, "I asked El Larry of Go Low Entertainment to dig deep and come up with the best headliner possible." But he came up with two, Ice Cube and War.
And Ice Cube lived up to his fame and drove the huge crowd nearly insane. A few thousand of his die-hard fans came out to swell the number of the spectators to over 40,000.
Arguably, no other band has ever been linked to lowriding more than War. Nobody knows how many times we've heard their claim-to-fame song, Low Rider, at trophy presentations or throughout the shows. No one knows how many times younger artists have recycled this mega hit, but we know that in 1994 we could enjoy live the real War, performing a very special version of their hit, Spill of Wine. just for the LA fans.
We, W-A-R, War, was once taking a stroll one hot, caliente summer's day, when we thought we would take a Jeep en route to the LA Coliseum via my house to see the fabulous War and Ice Cube. As I arrived there, everybody was rocking and bopping and having a good time, hugging, loving, talking, rapping, and all that good stuff. As I sat there in the sun, patiently waiting, swallowing the moon, digesting the stars, on a clear, airy day, me, Lonnie on bass and keys, begin to dream. I dreamed I was in a LA Hollywood Coliseum movie, and I was the star of that movie. Really blues a little bit of mine I had left from the early 19th so. The fact that me, Lonnie on bass and keys, could be the star of a Hollywood LA Coliseum, California movie. Lowrider, that is. But there I was, days. I was taken to a place, baby, the Hall of the Mountain King. In front of every kind of girl. There was long ones, short ones, thick ones, long ones, short ones, black ones, and the crazy one. Out of the middle came Power 106. They would spit in my ear. Something crazy. He said, spill the wine, take that girl. Spill the wine, take that girl. Come on. Spill the wine, take that pearl. Take that pearl. Here we go. Take that pearl. All day.
Mixer, turntables, speakers, records. Mixer.
Well, the last time that I checked with my Chevy dealer, they didn't have the dancing option, but obviously these guys do, because they can boogie. I gotta ask them where they're getting their cars.
At the LA Super Show, the highly popular car and truck dance class was larger than ever, with over 36 vehicles entered.
All manner of cars, mini trucks, and even an S10 Blazer were kicking booty, bunny hopping, and rocking each and every way imaginable in a neck or rather frame-breaking effort to win the gold.
In 1994, the vehicular dancing became a must-see for every city's audience at the World Tour.
Starting in Sacramento's Cal Expo Rodeo Arena, Raul Gomez kicked up some serious stuff while manning the switches of Isaac Zuniga's 81 Buick Regal. There, the Regal earned a perfect 30 points for bouncing up and down violently, leaving few doubts on anybody's mind why the car dance competition has grown so popular.
Next, in Phoenix, our first S10 truck dancer debuted. Joe Diaz of Long Beach, California, a member of Desirable Ones, entertained the crowd with his history-making pickup. Talking about history-making, the first Honda Accord ever winning a car dancing competition happened also at the Arizona Super Show, when Brad Bishop of Torrance, California finished on top.
In San Diego, California, all 7 entries were so strong that Lowrider magazine decided to allow a 4-man team to judge the routine, instead of the usual 3. This way, the results were more accurate. Here in San Diego, just like in Sacramento, the father of car dancing, Raul Gomez, rocked Isaac Zuniga's 81 Regal to first place again.
In the Astro Arena, the car dancers put on a show that rivaled Richmond Street's best nightclubs in downtown Houston. Gabriel de la Rosa's 83 Regal, controlled by a massive handheld switch box, ripping up the dance floor with unreal power, taking a well-deserved first with 27 points.
We have already seen the East Coast car and truck dancers in the earlier Miami segment, but nobody minds seeing Jorge Loco Perez of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, kicking booty so hard that it made it to the back cover of our Lowrider Video 7.
We also heard it through the grapevine that NASA would have loved to have had this Hydro Wizard on the payroll, but Reds recruited him instead to juice up a high-performance red 88 S10 Blazer, which could lift up all 4 tires from the ground from a standstill.
In Denver, Colorado, Armando Martinez started up a mile high and then launched his damper a little higher to capture first place in the Rockies with 25 points.
At the year's second Texas show in Dallas, Bobino Beltran took the goal, showing the crowd who is top dog in that part of the Lone Star State. The judges gave him 27 points for his efforts.
At the finale in Los Angeles in front of 30,000 spectators, the LRM judges awarded Isaac Zuniga of Oxnard, California the 1994 Car Dance World Champion title.
When 19-year-old Isaac Zuniga decided to make his 81 Buick Regal into a car dancer, he went right to the source for help. I asked Augie and Raul Gomez if they would do my car. Isaac said they were willing, but finding the time between working on their 63 Bel Air and their 79 Courier would be tough. Finally, Augie said okay, and they started on the job. It took us 2 months of working nights and weekends to build the frame alone, Isaac recalled, then another 2 weeks for the setup. With Raul Gomez hitting the switches, the radical Regal has achieved new heights in bunny hopping, kicking booty side to side and rotating in place. Congratulations to the new world champ.
At a Lowrider Super Show, there are literally hundreds of trophies awarded, but the climax of every show is the time when the sweepstakes winner's name gets announced.
This year, the Best Euro title went to Suicide Revenge, second year in a row. Its proud owner, Mario de Alba Jr., thanks his family for helping to build his 3 times sweepstakes winner. In this case, Mario's thanks are not rooted in mere politeness, since his family actually works together, helping each other with their vehicles.
No wonder that his biggest competition and Euro second place winner turned out to be his little brother, Albert de Alba, with his awesome topless custom Toyota Corolla Touch of Wine.
And when you wonder where did the de Alba brothers learn to build such high-quality vehicles, you don't have to look too far. Their father, Mario de Alba Sr., an elite car club member, helped his sons everywhere he could. He not only helped his sons, but went on and built a winning lowrider for himself too. His showstopper, Poco Loco, a 51 Chevy, won the Best Bomb of the Year title, hands down. We are fairly sure to hear more about the future accomplishments of this outstanding family of lowriders.
In the very competitive and prestigious category of truck sweepstakes, numerous Japanese makes were pitted against the full-size American contender, Punch 84.
Last year, Kenny Gonzalez's 84 Chevy was beaten out by 3-time world champion Wrapped with Envy. Since the LRM rulebook states that sweepstakes can be won 3 consecutive years with the same vehicle without making any major changes, Wrapped with Envy had to sit on the sidelines this year. Punch 84 beat the rest of the field and took home the well-deserved Truck of the Year trophy and cash prize. The second place went to another elite car club member, to Sean Dempsey of Chino, California, for the work done on his 89 Mazda Purple Haze.
Check this one out. It's taller than I am. So, how's it feel to be a winner once again?
Well, finally I got it. I was hoping for it last year, and I felt I did get it, but I guess not. So, it feels good finally getting up here and getting first place.
Well, you're always a winner. I know you always win something. I mean, I've interviewed you, I think, every year in a row.
Yeah.
Good for you. Wow. How about you?
I feel great, man. I feel real good. I don't know what to say. Wasn't expecting it, and I feel real great.
Throughout the 1994 World Tour events, we noticed a steady growth in the popularity of lowrider bicycles. The huge popularity gain was undoubtedly spurred by our sister magazine, Lowrider Bicycle. Los Angeles, the world's raddest bikes showed alongside the baddest cars with the same lowrider attitude. Cool, cherry, low, and slow. The winner of the Bike of the Year title was taken by Andrew Juarez and his Schwinn Fields of Dreams.
Well, look at you. What did you win? Best bike. Wow, this trophy's taller than you are. Are you going to continue on now that you won?
Yeah.
Are you going to maybe later on in your years come up with a car?
Yeah.
What kind of car are you going to get?
I don't know.
All right, well, we'll be watching out for you up here on stage. Obviously, you're a winner. Congratulations. What's your name? Andrew? Juarez?
As it turned out, one of the major contenders found a loophole in the wording of the earlier mentioned LRM rule that limits the sweepstakes first place wins by the same vehicle to 3 consecutive years. Here is what happened. 2 times world champion George Loco 64 Torres participated in 3 tour shows. In Dallas, the long-awaited would-be Loco Buster lifestyle car, Las Vegas, had come out of Joe Ray's garage to qualify for the Lowrider of the Year race.
Then the stage was set for the showdown at the LA Super Show. All serious lowriders in the country and beyond wanted to see the outcome of this duel.
Bets were made, and the guessing seemed to never end. But when the show opened, Joe Ray's 79 Lincoln stood alone on center stage. Loco 64 did not show up. So Ray's only obstacle to the World Championship came when the judges asked him to start the car. After about 15 minutes of trying, it did crank over and the title was secured.
Sure is comfortable. If I would have known that when I interviewed you the first time you'd be a celebrity by the end of the day, I don't know, I would have been friendlier or something. This trophy's taller than you are. How's it feel?
It feels pretty good. I have to rank it up there with my all-time highs, especially being here in Los Angeles. I have a lot of history in this place.
Now, winning a trophy like this, does this mean you're even better respected now after winning something like this?
No. If people have paid attention to lowriding the last 20 minutes, I respect everybody like I respect my own club. And there is unity, and there's always been unity, and they respect me. There's no different feeling. It's good to see everybody shake their hands and talk about old war stories.
Well, that's great. Now, what are you going to do with the cash?
Rent a motel for about 5 weeks and get some sleep.
I don't blame you. I know a lot of hard work went into your car.
A few months later, when we came across George Torres in Kansas City, Missouri, we asked him the hard question.
I have this question that's been burning inside of me for over a year now. I want to know, why did you not show up for the Super Show number 3 Truck of the Car of the Year?
Well, last year in the meetings that we had, the rules stated that you can only win three times in a row for Lowrider of the Year.
Right.
Okay, it didn't state nothing that you couldn't win 2, skip 1, and come back for 3 more. So.
Why would you want to do that, though?
So we can go 3 more years.
So you're trying to find a loophole in this, right?
Right, which we did, and now everybody knows it, so we'll be back for 3 more years if all goes well.
Did you know that now they changed the loophole so people wouldn't do that, and it just says nobody can win over 3 times and not 3 times in a row?
Right. I was the only exception. I was lucky. I was the only exception to the rule for this time, anyway.
So we'll see you at the Super Show this year.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Well, now you know the whole scoop. We certainly hope that in 1995, the 2 champs, Loco 64 and Las Vegas, will finally meet and the judges can decide which one of the 2 will win the trophy and the title.
If these titans do clash at the next Super Show, we know the judges' decision will be harder than ever, including the last big 3-way showdown between Penthouse, Altered Image, and Loco 64 at the 1992 Las Vegas Super Show. Then George Loco 64 Torres came out on top. Will he conquer again?
We just have to wait and see.
We're here with Kara, and we're backstage with the 1994 Bikini Contest ready to begin. Kara, tell us, how does it feel to be a contestant for the 1994 Bikini Contest at the LA Super Show?
It feels great. I love doing it. It's really fun. And
we understand you've done it in the past and you've actually won.
Right, in Vegas in 92.
92, and tell us, do people recognize you when you go out on the streets? They say, oh, I've seen you in the video.
Some people from the car shows, they do. They say, I remember you from Vegas.
Right. So you gonna do anything for us to different this time?
We'll see. It comes out. It's spontaneous.
I don't know which one of these girls is going to win the bikini contest, but the real winners are all the audience and the people behind the television sets that get to actually see them.
You want AJ to take it off? AJ! Oh my Lord! Yeah. 5 seconds, AJ. Do what you gotta do. Take it out, yo. Give it up for AJ. All right. 15 seconds, everybody. Take it up. All right. Give it up for Araceli. close up. You gotta do what you're doing. It's not by you. Here we go. You guys ready? Let's go.
A ver, a mover la colita.
Laura Torres won the contest again, but many other participants of the World Tour felt as winners too.
I dreamed I was in a L.A. Hollywood Coliseum movie. And I was the star of that movie. This really blew the little bit of mine I had left from the early 19th so-and-so. The fact that me, Lonnie on bass and keys, could be the star of a Hollywood L.A. Coliseum, California movie. Lowrider, that is. But there I was. I was taken to a place, baby, the Hall of the Mountain King. In front of every kind of girl. There was long ones, short ones, thick ones, long ones, short ones, black ones, and the crazy one. Out of the middle came Power 106. They would spit in my ear. Something crazy. He said, spill the wine, take that pearl. Spill the wine, take that pearl. Come on, come on. Spill the wine, take that pearl. Take that pearl. Here we go. Take that pearl. All day.
Collect your complete Lowrider video library. For video subscriptions or any other Lowrider products, please call 1-909-598-2300. Ask about current video magazine subscription terms and start to receive our ever-growing video library. Video 1, the 1989 3-City Tour. The video with a lot of soul. Video 2, the 1990 Los Angeles Super Show. Lowriders Supermodel and Jeanette cruising East LA.
Let's do that. I'm cooling in Cali, it's the summertime. My records are selling, so I'm doing fine. I'm in Cali, it's like the sun. Grab my bathing suit and head for the fun. Let the top back like a samurai. The sun is shining, no time to stay inside. Time to head for the beach.
Video 3, the 1990 Cruisin' Tour. Noah's Dreams, plus Flavia guides you through 4 cities.
Excuse me. Hi, my car broke down and I need a ride.
Video 4, the complete 1991 Southwest Tour. Kid Frost storms through the Southwest's biggest car shows.
Man, we ready to roll? Let's go, man. Come on. This is for the last.
Video 5, the 1992 Fiesta Tour. Anjanette takes you through 5 cities from Dallas to Osaka. Video 6, the 1992 Las Vegas Super Show. The most informative video yet. Video 7, Laura cruising El Dorado Park with the Imperials.
In recent years, truck hoppers have constantly improved their world record in their prestigious category.